He thought she was fragile, weak, and dependent. Everyone around them believed she couldn't stand up for herself. But beneath her quiet smile and gentle demeanor, she was hiding strength no one ever imagined. One day, a secret she never intended to reveal shook the courtroom to its core, exposing the biggest lie he had been living. What he thought he knew about her, about their marriage, and about life itself, was about to be shattered. This is the story that proves true strength often hides behind silence, and appearances can be dangerously deceiving. Stay tuned, because what happens next will make your jaw drop and your heart race. Once upon a time, in a quiet suburban neighborhood in the USA, there lived a man named Jonathan and his wife Emily. Jonathan had always believed he knew everything about his life, his work, and his wife. Emily, a woman with a calm demeanor and soft-spoken nature, had never made a scene or challenged him openly. To Jonathan, this was proof of weakness. He often boasted to friends, "Emily is delicate, she wouldn't dare speak up against me or anyone." At family gatherings, he laughed at her perceived fragility. He dismissed her opinions, brushed aside her suggestions, and controlled every major decision in their home. From the outside, they appeared to be the perfect couple, but the reality behind closed doors was a web of manipulation Jonathan wove with confidence. He never imagined that Emily, whom he considered incapable of defending herself, had quietly observed, analyzed, and recorded every moment of his deceit. The turning point began one ordinary morning when Emily received a letter she had been secretly waiting for, a notice from the court concerning a matter she had been investigating discreetly. Jonathan had been involved in multiple financial misdeeds that could ruin many families, and Emily, out of sheer patience and intelligence, had been collecting evidence without arousing suspicion. Her calmness wasn't weakness, it was strategy. When Jonathan left for work that day, he laughed at her quiet demeanor, unaware that Emily had prepared a detailed dossier outlining every lie, every hidden account, every fraudulent transaction he had attempted to conceal. The irony was exquisite. For years he had underestimated her, and now the underestimated woman would dictate the pace of justice. In the courtroom, Jonathan maintained his usual confident posture. He smirked, thinking the case would crumble before him as it always did. But as Emily's lawyer presented the evidence, the room fell into stunned silence. Each revelation peeled back layers of deception Jonathan had relied upon for years. Every fraudulent document, every hidden transaction, every calculated lie was meticulously exposed. Jonathan's smirk faded, replaced by disbelief. He could no longer control the narrative because Emily, once perceived as weak, had orchestrated a revelation so precise, so devastating that no courtroom drama could compete with its intensity. The emotional tension in the room was palpable. Witnesses who once supported Jonathan now looked at him with eyes wide open, realizing how deeply he had manipulated everyone around him. Emily's quiet strength became the defining moment of the trial. Her composure, intelligence, and unwavering moral compass shone brighter than any words Jonathan could have mustered in his defense. Outside the courtroom, the media caught wind of the case. Headlines screamed, "The woman who outsmarted deceit. Court exposes husband's biggest lie." Social media buzzed with comments praising Emily's courage and wisdom. Jonathan, once admired for his cunning, now faced public scrutiny, and his reputation crumbled faster than he had ever imagined. The moral of the story became clear to everyone watching. Strength is not always loud, and the quiet ones often hold the power to change destinies. Emily's story wasn't just about exposing deceit. It was about patience, intelligence, and unwavering belief in truth. She had waited, planned, and acted, all while being underestimated by the person who should have known her best. By the end of the trial, Jonathan realized the harsh truth. Underestimating someone based on appearances or demeanor is a mistake no one should ever make. Emily's triumph was not just legal, it was deeply personal, symbolic, and transformational. The courtroom was not merely a place of judgment, but a stage where true strength, quiet, calculated, and moral, shined in its purest form. In the weeks that followed, Emily used her newfound voice to help others who had been underestimated, marginalized, or silenced. She became an icon of empowerment, showing that real strength often hides behind humility, patience, and courage. Jonathan's downfall served as a stark reminder to all. Lies can be built quickly, but truth combined with wisdom and patience, dismantles deception with unstoppable force. And so, in a world where appearances deceive and assumptions mislead, Emily's story stands as a testament to resilience, intellect, and the undeniable power of a quiet, strong heart. The person you think is fragile may just be the one holding the power to reshape everything you thought you knew about life, love, and justice. Never underestimate the quiet ones. Strength isn't always loud, and wisdom often hides behind humility. Life teaches us that patience, intelligence, and integrity are far more powerful than arrogance, deceit, or appearances. The greatest victories come not from force, but from strategy, observation, and unwavering belief in truth. Remember, what seems like weakness may actually be the silent power that changes everything.